Hello everyone, and welcome to our first year with Nectar Clan. This is a Clangen clan, so if you'd like to try the game for yourself, it'll be in the description. Before we meet Honeystar and her clan, I need to tell you guys a little bit about this clan. It's pretty different. First of all, these cats live in a marshy bayou with lots of moss and humidity. They're all well adept at traveling over boggy lands and finding creative ways to stay dry. Their most feared predator is the alligator, so the clan never swims. In general, it is forbidden to swim anywhere unless you can see through the water. Nectar Clan's camp is situated around a small lily pond full of frogs and small fish. The pond is too small for gators and is a safe place to drink. It isn't the only reason the clan made their camp here, though. There is a beehive that has made its home in the gnarly branches of a willow tree that hangs over the pond. Long, long ago, the founders of the clan came to the realization that the bees were more than just little bugs. The happier the hive seemed to be, the more blossoming flowers in the territory. With more flowers came more pollinators and more birds and more prey. Ultimately, the clan decided that it was their duty to tend to the hive in order to protect their forest and ensure their clan remained happy and healthy. So, this clan has a special role called an herbalist. This is a cat that dedicates their time to the cultivation of plants that the hive enjoys. This cat is integral to the health and well-being of the clan and the hive. However, Nectar Clan's last herbalist is no more. A serious hurricane ravaged their land, and many of the clan cats drowned in the rising waters. The clan is down to bare bones now and is just trying to survive under the leadership of Honeystar. Honeystar should not have to be a leader. For several generations now, the leadership role has been inherited like royalty. Honeystar's mother was the leader before her, until she lost her final life in the hurricane. Honeystar rose to power at only 12 moons old. Although she was raised to become Nectar Clan's next leader, she never expected it to happen so soon. Honeystar is nervous and overwhelmed by the responsibility that has been passed on to her. Her mother taught her the traditions of the clan, and Honeystar is desperately clinging to these traditions, to not only keep her mother's memory alive, but also to try and be a good enough leader for the clan despite her age. Unfortunately, another tradition in Nectar Clan is that the leader's mate should be deputy. Despite being so young, Honeystar needs to select a mate. Her father, Dustdart, remained deputy until Honeystar was able to select someone she thought would be suitable. They aren't mates just yet, and her new deputy doesn't seem terribly keen to become mates with Honeystar. Her immaturity is pushing him away, and she's easily jealous. Honeystar is really a genuine and kind cat, but she's been thrust into leadership way before her time. Honeystar's selected mate is Heavy Moon. He's a bit older than her, but he's one of the youngest cats in the clan, so he was really the best or only choice. Heavy Moon, however, is not terribly pleased to be selected. He isn't sure he really wants to be deputy, and he's definitely not sure he wants to be mates with Honeystar. But he is a kind cat, and can't break her heart by saying no. Plus, who else could she choose? Her old father, Dustdart, can't remain deputy forever, so Heavy Moon is willing to do something he isn't comfortable with in order to help his clan. The pair haven't officially become mates, but Honeystar seems desperate for that to happen quickly. Heavy Moon feels like he was never made to be deputy, and one afternoon he decided to run away for a while. He felt overworked and needed to leave. While out, he found a gorgeous she-cat named Flail and invited her to join the clan. Honeystar was clearly jealous of this new cat, and Heavy Moon has been giving Flail a lot of attention lately. Our next two cats are the medicine cats, Rime Bramble and Haven Ash. Rime Bramble has been the medicine cat for many moons, and he has grown into a wise cat. He has valuable insight for the leader and is happy to help wherever he can. He's a genuine Tom and gets along really well with all of the cats in the clan, except for Needletangle, but we'll get to her later. Rime Bramble is a fantastic healer, but he has minimal contact with Star Clan. He isn't terribly spiritual, so when Haven Ash joined the clan, he was beyond pleased to have more paws to help. Haven Ash was a roaming healer before she joined the clan. She's friendly and eager to please, so she makes an amazing medicine cat. Remembering herbs is not necessarily her forte, but she is very well connected with her ancestors. Even as a loner, she never truly felt alone when the stars were looking out over her. She's bonded with Rime Bramble and has become quite good friends with Needletangle. The holly she wears was actually a gift from Needle. Haven Ash also has a keen eye and has been keenly observing the two-faced nature of Heavy Moon, the deputy. She doesn't like him much, and she definitely does not trust him to be deputy. Our most senior warrior is Dayroar. He's a bit of a troublemaker and is highly sociable. He's intelligent and clever and makes for a very good mentor. He hasn't had an apprentice in many moons, so he definitely misses teaching youngsters the best way to hunt frogs and the best techniques for avoiding alligators. This year, Dayroar didn't get up to too much. He's a genuine warrior and gives his all into patrolling and hunting. He really likes Honeystar and thinks she'll make a great leader someday. He's not terribly convinced by Heavy Moon as deputy. Dayroar thinks that he would have made a pretty great deputy if it weren't for the stupid traditions. He's definitely not going to be mates with Honeystar, just to be deputy. That would be all kinds of wrong. Our next two cats both joined midway through the year. This is Goose Nest and her apprentice, Graypaw. Both were loners that wandered their way into the marsh and were luckily found by the clan before anything could get them. Goose Nest struggles in the boggy ground with her thick pelt, but she's slowly learning how to traverse over mossy logs in order to avoid getting wet. Silly and immature Goose Nest has always got a joke to lighten the mood. She may not know much about the forest or the hive, but she makes a kind and happy mentor. Graypaw is pleased to have such an exciting mentor. Graypaw is bold and adventurous. She and Goose Nest are always exploring new areas of the territory they've never seen before. While Goose Nest is silly and quirky, Graypaw is quick-witted and sarcastic. She always has a comeback and is very clever. She has a quick tongue and can think on her feet. She's going to make a fantastic warrior someday. I've already mentioned Needletangle once or twice, and that's because she's a highly opinionated cat who makes her feelings well known. She's good friends with Dayroar and has a great dislike for Rime Bramble, the medicine cat, and Laureltail, another warrior. Needletangle was named for her sharp nature. She is harsh and confident in herself. She is also bloodthirsty and has steady paws, which is a terrifying combination. I definitely worry for Rime Bramble and Laureltail's safety. If either one of them were to do something that pissed off Needletangle, I fear she'd do something serious. I especially fear for her apprentice Lilacpaw. Lilacpaw is currently fierce and quick-witted. I worry that Needletangle's bloodthirsty nature will rub off on her apprentice. I also worry for Lilacpaw because she's actually Laureltail's daughter. If Needletangle were to do anything to Lilacpaw's father, I would be worried for their relationship. So far, though, Lilacpaw is easy to get along with because she's quite funny. She has a grim sense of humor that isn't for everyone, but she does get along quite well with her father and another cat named Flail. And of course, she gets along really well with her mentor, Needletangle. That's assuming Needletangle doesn't do anything bad. Next is Lilacpaw's father, Laureltail, and her sister, Slumberkit. Laureltail is quite adventurous and flirtatious. He's fun to be around and easygoing. Early in the year, while on patrol, Laureltail met a kitty pet named Taco. Taco was not interested in joining the clan, so he helped lead her out of the marshy forest. She was able to find her way home from the edge of the forest, but it wouldn't be long until she came back to see Laureltail again. The two really hit it off, and after several moons of meeting, Taco came to visit again, but this time she wasn't alone. She came with 2 kits. They were Laureltail's kits, and Taco insisted that he take them. Laureltail at first refused, not because he didn't want to be a father, or he wanted to avoid the responsibility, but because the forest is incredibly dangerous for even an adult cat, much less a kitten. Taco insisted that it would be better for the kits to be with him so that she could come visit them. If she kept them, her 2 legs would give the kits away and Taco would never see them again. Laureltail agreed to take the kits, but he wasn't excited about it. Lilac Kit and Slumber Kit both grew up in the clan, but unfortunately, Laureltail's suspicions were proven correct when Slumber Kit wandered out of the camp and never came back. The clan assumes it was an alligator. Next is Flail. This is the she-cat that Heavy Moon brought back to the clan. She was a loner and was happy to join a clan. There's safety in numbers after all, especially in this kind of forest. That wasn't the only reason she was happy to join the clan, though. Heavy Moon is a very handsome Tom, and he seemed really interested in her. Flail is also into Heavy Moon, and has a huge crush on him. When she learned about the tradition of Nectar Clan, and Heavy Moon most likely becoming Honeystar's mate, Flail didn't really care. They're not mates yet, so why does it matter? She and Heavy Moon have continued growing closer, platonically and romantically. Honeystar, despite her youth, is very observant and has taken notice of Flail and Heavy Moon's relationship. She and Flail have become incredibly hostile to one another and actually hate each other. Flail doesn't really care though. She really likes Heavy Moon, and if he likes her back, then why does it matter? Our next cat started this year as Laureltail's apprentice, but very quickly earned her warrior name, Brightwater. This girl is charismatic and outgoing and loves to learn about the history of her clan. Nectar Clan is rich with lore, and there's always something to learn about Brightwater's ancestors. She learned a lot of history from her mentor, Laureltail. Her best friend is another young she-cat named Beechprickle. They were apprentices at the same time and bonded during training. Brightwater loved training alongside Beechprickle because Beech is a fantastic friend, but also because Brightwater has a huge crush on Beechprickle's mentor, Heavy Moon. Heavy Moon seems to attract a lot of attention. Brightwater spends most of her days strutting around the clan and trying desperately to impress the deputy. Next is Beechprickle, who is absolutely adorable. She is gentle and kind, and compassionate, soft-spoken, and friendly. Beechprickle is friends with many of the cats in the clan, and loves Brightwater like a sister. The two are very close and tell each other everything. They often share a nest together and stay up all night chit-chatting in the den. The other warriors get easily annoyed with the two young warriors when everyone is trying to sleep, and Brightwater and Beechprickle are giggling together in their nest. Our final two cats are Dustdart and Stonethroat. Dustdart, I've mentioned earlier, is Honeystar's father. He was the deputy for as long as his mate was leader, but after her death, he quickly retired. He feels awful for his daughter, Honeystar, and wishes that she didn't have to run the clan so soon after her apprenticeship. She's barely an adult cat, and Dustdart can't stand the stupid clan traditions. He hated being deputy, but he loved Honeystar's mother. He fears that he can see the same discomfort in Heavy Moon. He's been trying to convince Honeystar to rebel against the traditions of Nectar Clan, but she refuses. Unfortunately, at the end of the year, Dustdart was killed by an unknown predator. The clan is concerned what creature could have killed the old Tom. If it had been a gator, there would have been no sign of Dustdart. The clan found his body, which means there's a new predator in the territory. Stonethroat was Dustart's old friend. He retired only a moon into this year and was enjoying his retirement with his buddy. The two had known each other for many years, and Stonethroat actually confessed his feelings to Dustart. Unfortunately, Dustart was not interested. It was too soon after the death of his old mate. The two remained friends, though, but unfortunately Stonethroat got yellow cough during leaf pear and succumbed to the illness. That's all for Nectar Clan, guys. I hope everyone likes the lore of this clan. I know it's a little bit different, but I'm already really starting to fall in love with them. If you guys like this, I'd like to make a year 2. Hopefully my Bay Clan video will be out next, and if you join me for that video, then I'll see you then.